Hello and welcome to episode 5 of our In the Hot Seat Football Manager experiment series. In this video, we'll take a look at how current Man United boss Ole Gunnar Solskjaer gets on as manager of Boss United. Please like this video if you enjoy the content and subscribe for more. We're 10 years in. Let's take a look. The first thing we can see that Ole Solskjaer is no longer the manager. Currently in the hot seat is Stuart Maynard. Let's see how long Ole lasted. Go to the managers list. Okay, 7 years he lasted, which is quite a long time in current football circles, and looking like nobody else has really managed to replace him very well. If we go through, so Ole has won 2 promotions via 2 league wins, but has got a relegation in there as well. Winning the league in the first season, then getting relegated 3 years later, but then bouncing straight back in 2024. So they've won the National League North twice under his reign. He was then replaced by Mark Atkinson, but he only lasted 130 days. Didn't actually manage to end that season. But then it was Joey Barton that took over, who took them through the summer, took that relegation on the chin, then lasted until March the next season. Kevin Wilkin replaced Barton, another manager not to last a year. And he was let go fairly recently in February of 2029 and replaced by the current incumbent Stuart Maynard. Just the 76 days in charge so far. What we can see is that Boston did finish in 7th place in this season, therefore must have taken part in the playoffs, albeit in the first round of the playoffs. We can have a look and see how they got on in a second. If we go to their competitions in the domestic leagues, we can see there's that first season championship win, 78 points from 42 games, followed by a mid-table season in 2020-21. Then slowly getting towards the bottom and suffering a relegation in 22-23. But as we've seen before, they bounced straight back with the championship win, a 90-point season that year. 76 scored and 39 conceded in their 46 games. 2 6th place finishes in the National League playoff campaigns, unfortunately not getting the victories in there to go up into the Football League, and then that third season they've unfortunately gone back down again. However, they did come back with a 2nd place finish last season, but obviously not going through in the playoffs and getting the promotion back, and then another unsuccessful, by the looks of it, promotion campaign this year, as FC United have actually won the playoffs and gone up. What we can do is just check the schedules. So for this season just finished, there we go, we've got Blythe away where they've won on penalties. So they've advanced through to the semi-finals, but then losing away at Hereford 2-0. If we go to the previous season, which was another playoff campaign, losing at home to Curzon Ashton by 2-1 at home. Very disappointing. If we go back to the first season, so this was a championship winning season, and there you can see where it was won those last few months where they went unbeaten in quite a large number of games. Okay, they lost the last 2 games of the season, but I would imagine they was already promoted by then. I think it was this season where they then got relegated. Yeah, you can see there's very few green circles in there indicating victories. But then bouncing back the next season with much more greenness on the schedule. Towards the end, just that last day loss in the last couple of months or so. Should go through, we can see quite a few draws in that season. Through to the last one. A fairly decent FA Trophy run in that season for a Conference North team, but ultimately losing out in the playoffs at the end of the season. The club's still in the community stadium, the brand new stadium that they move into a year in, still the 5,000 capacity. We just take a look at the landmarks. It does look like a couple of years ago that David Newton has tried to buy out his business partner Neil Kempster. So he's the sole person in charge. Well, there we have it. We have Ole Solskjaer, who's lasted over 7 years at the helm of Boston United. Who's going to be next? Will they last 7 years? Subscribe and you'll find out more. Thank you very much for watching.